most accessible way for us to move energy. And that's something you learn with chronic healing. It's something you learn with Reiki. It's something that we learn, when people stress you out and sometimes you're like, and you release a breath and you kind of feel a little better so that you can deal with whoever that you're dealing with, right? Breath is just, it moves energy, it directs energy. Um, Breath moves energy faster than thought does, right? Thought directs energy and breath activates it. Breath bypasses overthinking. Breath regulates the nervous system. That's why you feel better after taking those pauses sometimes and just letting it go. Um, Breath is how we invite spirit in instead of forcing it. So when we breathe with intention, the body listens immediately. So every prayer, every chant, every blessing, every act of healing begins here with the breath. And we already use breath instinctively. When we're overwhelmed, like I said, with stress, when we're trying to calm ourselves, when we grieve, when we gather courage, when we rest. And what we're doing today is not learning something new. We're becoming conscious of something we already know. So it speaks directly to the body and the nervous system. When we breathe with intention, like I said, the body, it just immediately kicks in, it listens. So today is not about doing breath correctly. It's about allowing breath to support you. If you can increase your life force, you can increase the strength of your vitality. You can increase your rate of healing and you can increase your energy. So, where does life force come from? It comes from your breath. Believe it or not, it goes full circle. Breath work, pranayama. If you've never heard that, prana is your life force. And yama means to regulate or control, to regulate the flow of energy. So when we practice pranayama breathing, you're regulating or controlling the flow of your life force energy. Controlled breathing or breath work is what we do when we meditate. So breath connects body, mind, and spirit. Breath is shared across cultures, religions, and traditions. In scripture, breath actually equals spirit, right? You hear that even in the Bible. So if you're breathing, you're already participating in magic. And since breath is spirit, um, it can regulate or control your life force energy. So that means we can use it to cleanse, empower, and to release, right? Um, but this is a practice. Remember, it's breath work is magic disguised as meditation. Sorry, my daughter's calling me. Um, but again, like I said, remember this is a practice at your own pace, of course. But magic requires experience. It doesn't require any props, just your attention and your intention, right? So you may have noticed that I'm starting to speak slower. And that's because the body responds to pace before it responds to words. Slowing my voice helps calm the nervous system and prepares us to move into breath. And we're not rushing. There's nowhere else for us to be. This is a space where slowing down is the work. So, um, every prayer, every chant, every blessing begins here with our breath. And so I want to invite you to get comfortable. Feet on the floor, if that's what makes you comfortable. You decide. Um, Energy tends to get caught up in our joints. I don't know why, probably because our joints are connectors, right? So make sure your joints are not crossed, arms, legs, feet, hands uncrossed, hands resting gently. If that's what you want, no pressure, no need to do anything, right? So we're going to start our magical breath work by clearing the field, our aura, inside and outside of our bodies. And we'll do 3 to 5 rounds of pranayama breathing. I'll talk you through it. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm trying to set my phone right. So there's no need to do anything. Let me know if anything's do. Am I clear to you guys?
Yes,
Okay, good.
perfectly.
Okay. So there's no need to do anything. Here are the simple instructions, and we'll do it together. We're going to inhale gently through your nose. Hold it just a bit, just as long as it's comfortable. Sorry. Just as long as it's comfortable. Um, my kids keep calling me, so sorry about that. And then we're going to release it. We'll exhale through the mouth and then we'll release it. And on the exhale, we're going to say release. We're not forcing anything out. We're not pushing anything out. We're just letting the breath carry what is ready to go. We're simply making space. This is spell work and breath work disguised as stress relief. All right, so let's begin. Inhale slowly and gently through your nose. Hold it. Now release. As if you're blowing out a candle, say or think release in your mind as the breath leaves your body. And every time you release, you're completely emptying your lungs. Be sure to catch your breath before we begin again, right? So again, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it and release. Anything that needs to go, blow it away. Empty your lungs. Now catch your breath. Again, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it and release, completely emptying your lungs as you do. Just blow it away. Remember, you're letting go of anything that needs to go. No force. You don't even need to think about it. Be sure to catch your breath every time. Again, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it and release anything that needs to go. Simply blow it away, being sure to empty your lungs. And you're just breathing at your own pace, being sure to catch your breath. Okay, last deep breath in. Hold it. Slowly release everything that needs to go. You decide what that is. As you breathe out through your mouth, release and relax. Just breathing slowly and gently through your mouth now, through your nose and your mouth, calming breaths. Just breathing naturally. But now let's just focus on the in breath as we breathe in and the out breath as we breathe out. Just focus on in and out until there's really only the thought of the breath. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Just at your own pace. Just invite your mind to begin to watch the breath. So all it's doing is simply watching the in breath as you inhale and the out breath as you exhale. Just watch the breath and let go of everything else. Anything that is needed in your mind or your body right now, just let it go. And as you breathe, breathe out any tightness. Breathe out any tension when you release the breath. Just your normal breathing now. And as you relax and focus on the breath, any sounds you hear inside or outside of your room will just fade away. They don't even matter anymore. They're just another observation of your mind. So you'll become totally relaxed, totally detached, until the breath is all there is. Just the push and the pull and the rise and fall and the in and out of your breath. And that's all you need to do. Just breathe. Notice how the air goes in your nose and out. Calm and relaxed. Is everyone relaxed?
Mm,
I'm going to take that as a yes.
yeah.
Okay. So now that we're on the same page, relaxed, open, right? Let's move to the next breathing exercise. And this is the breath as intention, right? So the breath carries intention. What we breathe in, we embody. What we breathe out, we surrender. We don't need to ask permission to work with breath. It was given freely. It's our right. It's our gift, our magic. We can give the gift of life with breath to ourselves, to others. We speak magical intentions over ourselves and others. We we set intention, right? So today we're going to gift ourselves. Some of us love to give, but some of us have problems receiving. I know that I do at times. So we're going to open ourselves up a bit here. We are going to reprogram our bodies, our minds, our hearts. You decide what you want to receive. Two words: receive and release. This exercise is similar to the first one. We're still using the breath, and I'll guide you through it. Your instructions now: inhale through your nose. And as you inhale, in your mind, say, I receive. And as you exhale, I release. Any questions? Okay, let's begin. So I'm just going to guide you, right? Again, inhale slowly. In your mind, silently say, I receive. As you take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it and release, emptying your lungs, saying, I release. That's all we're going to do. We're going to do several rounds of that. And then we're going to change it up a bit. Again, inhale slowly through your nose. I receive. Hold it. Now exhale. I release. Like you're blowing out a candle. Gentle, emptying your lungs. Remember to catch your breath every time because I want you to breathe comfortably. Inhale. I receive. Hold it. Exhale. I release. Empty your lungs. Catch your breath. Now I want you to choose a word to receive. You know the practice. Make sure you do it to your own comfort. You can choose peace. I receive peace. I receive strength, healing, clarity, rest, trust. Choose your word. Breathe in that word. So instead of just I receive, now you're going to breathe that word in. Whatever you choose to receive for yourself, you breathe that in and breathe tension out. So I'll give you my example. Inhale slowly. Silently, I say I receive healing, trust, whatever you choose. Hold it. Let it fully incorporate into your body and release any tension when you empty your lungs. Let it go. Be sure to catch your breath. Again, inhale slowly. I receive healing, trust, whatever it is that you choose. Hold that energy in your body, whatever it is that you receive. Hold it until it's no longer comfortable for you, whatever that is your pace. It may be to the count of 4, more, less. Then you let that go. Release the tension and let everything you've been holding flow out when you exhale. Comfortably emptying your lungs as you do, and making sure to catch your breath each time. Last time, inhale slowly. Silently say, I receive whatever is your word, whatever you choose, healing, trust, sanity. Release any tension when you exhale. Remember to fully empty your lungs. Give yourself time to catch your breath. Remember, this is always to your own level of comfort. This is a spell that you can perform anywhere, in a hospital, in a hospital room, at a kitchen sink, in the middle of fear or grief or joy. No one can take this from you. You take this and you cater it to whatever your situation, whatever you want to breathe in, whatever you want to let go. How does everyone feel?
Very relaxed.
Any differences with breathing in your intention or releasing and letting that go?
That
For
was
me,
Yeah, I
incredible.
definitely felt it.
good. For me, sometimes you can do a combination of these exercises, just 5 minutes or less. You can do 3 breaths in the morning, 3 breaths before sleep, a breath before reacting. Often helps me depending on where I am. Breath before actually speaking my truth. Sometimes just to fortify you, just it's make it work for you. Slowing down is part of how we recalibrate, how we reset, right? We re-energize or reintegrate ourselves and then set the intentions that we want to set. So it clears our thoughts, our minds, our auras. One breath before speaking, one breath before reacting, one breath before prayer, one breath before sleep does wonders. You don't need a full ritual. One conscious breath is the ritual. That's the magic. For a lot of us who are magical practitioners, you understand at times, the things that you use, the tools help until you no longer need them. And you remember that you are the tool. You carry everything, the fire, the water, the earth. You're all the parts. You're simultaneously the altar. Um, you're the tool. You're the magic. So, any questions about that before we get to one of my favorite, the divine feminine breath meditation?
I'm really enjoying this. This is really nice. Thank you, Catrina.
Oh, thank you so much. All right. So, here's our last exercise. And I'm trying not to go too slow or too fast because I don't want there to be no time left. So I thought this exercise was very appropriate because it's Madonna Ministries, right? So the feminine current of breath, the feminine breath is receptive. It draws energy inward, is what I mean by that. It comforts the body and it creates safety. So before we move into the breath practice, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the energy we're connecting with today. So, with the divine feminine, across cultures, across centuries, across belief systems, there's always been an understanding of a divine mother, a feminine presence associated with compassion, with protection, with wisdom, and with healing. Now, for some of you, this presence is known as Mother Mary, gentle, loving, close. Um, for others, she may be known by older names, names that predate Christianity, but carry the same essence, right? For me, my first introduction to this energy was through Isis. She's often called the goddess of 10,000 names. Um, a reminder that the divine feminine, I haven't spoken this much in a long time, but she's a reminder that the divine feminine does not belong to just one culture, one language, or one time. She's been known as Aset or Aset, and that's her ancient Egyptian name. She's been known as Hathor, the nurturer and healer. And I know this community is full of healers. She's been known as Demeter, or as my English teachers call her Demeter, the mother of earth and cycles. She's been known as Amunet, the hidden one, Nekbet, the protector, so many names, Wajet, the guardian. Seshat, keeper of wisdom, Neith, primordial mother. She's been called, gosh, I'm not going to go through 10,000 names. I don't have all of those, but you know, Queen of Heaven, Mistress of Magic, Mother of God, and
Mhm.
she who hears everything. It's one of my favorites. Different names, different images, but the same current of love. You don't have to believe in every name I've mentioned. You don't need to understand the history. You don't even need to replace your faith. What matters is your felt connection and however it shows up for you. So, as we know, throughout history, people didn't connect to the Divine Mother through force or effort. They connect through the breath. Breath is how we soften, breath is how we listen, it's how we receive. So, for many people, all of these faces eventually became one familiar presence, Mother Mary, a form that felt close and accessible and safe. So, as we move into the next practice, I want you to connect with this presence in whatever way feels natural to you, right? You may think of her as Mother Mary. You may think of her as divine feminine. You may think of this presence as the divine mother, the sacred feminine, or just simply a loving, protective energy. There's no wrong doorway. There's no wrong way to meet her. Just let the breath meet her for you. Are you guys ready?
Mhm.
All right. I'm re-angling myself. So you guys move as you want to. Breath is never about being stagnant. Meditation is never about being stagnant. As we do this meditation, remember to move anytime you feel the need to. Again, arms not crossed, comfortable, so the energy does not get caught up in your joints. It starts to get painful. All right. So let's begin. You might want to have your hands over your heart or your lap, up to you or not. Inhale slowly. I receive love. And as you exhale slowly, I am safe. Inhale. I receive love. Exhale. I am safe. Always at your own pace. Always what's comfortable for you. Breathe in. Receive love. Exhale. Safety. Continue to do this, focusing on the breath. Love. Hold that in your body. Safety. You're also going to hold that in your body. Inhale. Exhale. Now, as you continue to inhale gently through the nose, visualize soft light entering your heart. And as you exhale through the mouth, feel warm energy spreading throughout your chest. Just feel the warmth of that. Inhale the soft golden light or white light, whatever comes to you. And as you exhale, feel it spread through your chest, throughout your body, until you're filled with the sensation in and out, like you're in a bubble or cocoon of energy, warmth, love, safety, trust. This is the divine feminine, making sure to breathe slowly and comfortably at your own pace. Again, place one or both hands over your heart if that feels comfortable. Everything you do is what's going to be something that's comfortable for you. Remember, when the inhale, I receive love. Let this feeling continue to grow. And on your exhale, silently saying, I am safe. These are not forceful breaths. This is a mother's breath, steady, reassuring, kind. If it feels right, you might silently say, Mother of compassion, be near. Whatever phrase fits for you, however you view or see the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, this energy. Inhale, comfort. Exhale, trust. Inhale, love. Exhale, safety. Whatever feelings she evokes for you, inhale and exhale those. And as you continue to do so, these are the energies that are surrounding your body and your aura. These are the energies you breathe in and breathe out. You set the intention, you become the intention. You are the altar, you are the magic. Inhale, comfort. Exhale, trust. Continuing to breathe through your nose. I receive love. I am safe. Remember, it's not forced. This is what you're receiving. Comfort. Exhale, trust. Inhale, love. Whatever it is that you decide, take this moment, see what you feel, see what comes to you. Sometimes it's a message, sometimes just a feeling. And that's fine too. It's good to sit in it. This moment is for you. No stress, just joy. There's no rush. Just be in this moment with this energy. And if you don't necessarily feel anything but good and relaxed, that's fine too. Because we don't call the Divine Mother by force, we recognize her by breath. One conscious breath can be taken anywhere before speaking, before reacting, before prayer, and before sleep. To connect with the Divine Mother, you don't need a special place. You don't need special tools. One breath is the ritual. Just remembering to focus on your breath. That's all you have to do. Your own pace, your own timing. No need to visualize. Just feel. Focus on your breaths in and out and the energy of your intention. How the Divine Mother feels to you, the Divine Feminine, in whatever way that shows up for you is absolutely fine. I'm going to start to bring you back in a little bit. I want you to leave today with the feeling that your breath is a way for you to do ritual. You don't need special tools. May your breath always remind you that you're held. May your breath soften your path when life begins to feel heavy for you. May it carry your prayers when your words fall away or when they begin to fail you. And may the loving presence of the Divine Mother, by whatever way you know her, feel with her, walk with her, hold you quietly and faithfully. So let's take one final breath together. Inhale, hold it, and exhale. Thank you for sharing this space with me today. All right, one final shared breath. Breathe in and release. Begin to come back to yourself. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and move your limbs and open your eyes whenever you feel ready. So for me, these breathing practices are part of why I do more with manifestation. We do abundance, we do healing, we do long meditations where we just focus on that. And all you have to do is let your breath carry you, right? Because remember, breath is energy. And we all know that whole thing, where your intention goes, that's where the energy flows. So when you're breathing, the breath is literally going throughout your entire body. So as a healer, many of you are, most of us are, we know that we clear our auras, we clear everything head to toe. Um, the energy, even though I just say focus on the breath, what's happening is the energy is cycling through your body and it cycles in certain ways. And I know some of you already know this, but it cycles crown, down, in and out, um, clearing. That's why you feel so good afterwards, right? Um, but don't forget, you set your intentions exactly the same way. Stress, check. Get rid of that. Want to bring in abundance? Check. Got that. Love? Got it. Healing? Got it. Whatever it is, you can do that with your breath, right? The healing part, though, especially my favorite. Um, let's clear out everything that stresses us. And that's good. Because I know for me, when I'm at my day job, good Lord, do I have to lock myself in my office and just meditate for a second?
Hmm.
Sometimes that coworker or that person that comes to your house or whatever, you're just like, I could give me a minute. There's a reason why that breath feels so good and it works so excellently for you. It's literally clearing the way, it's clearing the path. And once you're no longer stressed like that, life is just so much better. People wonder why I go to work and I'm just smiling and I'm happy and I'm like, great. It's the meditation. Trust me. Does anybody have
um,
questions or?
I think this was wonderful. And I thank you very much for just like, um, this whole thing just makes me think of how much we take for granted in our lives. And one of them is so important. And you're right, it is our breath work. And so thank you for regrounding us and, recentering us into something that really does matter and reminding us of the power that we have with our breaths. Yeah. So thank you for all of it. It was good.
Thank you, Cindy.
Enjoyed it.
It's such a simple thing. Oh, I gotta plug in my phone. Uh, you guys know I'm always like flying by the seat of my pants here. I was almost at 10%, thinking, oh my God, I gotta quicken this up a little bit. I wanted to last a little longer, but we forget. Um, you want to eat healthy, you want to do this, you want to do that, but don't forget about your breath. It's so powerful, and people don't think about it because it's something that we just have.
Take for granted.
We
Yeah.
take it for granted, absolutely.
Mhm.
But that pranayama breathing, prana, chi, ki, ruach, the breath of life is what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's that for a reason.
And I love that you brought up the toroidal field too, because what I imagine is this basically when I'm breathing, it's up and out and all the way around, comes
Mhm.
back in. It's like this is very much what feeds the soul. And
Mhm.
That's exactly what it is, Nikki, but I'll take it even a step further.
uh-huh.
You have pores for a reason.
Yes.
You breathe through your pores.
Yeah.
People don't actually think that. So they think that the people who are like, oh, I forget, what do we call them? I can't think of it right now. Um, but the people, breatharians,
Ah.
there
Okay.
really is something to that because it's the energy you're feeding yourself, right? I'm
Yeah.
not going to say you don't need food. Like, I'm not going to go that far.
Some people say
Uh,
that.
I'm not there yet,
Yep.
guys.
I like my food.
Right. I love my food. I will say that. But you literally can practice breathing through your pores. You can practice breathing through your organs. It is a practice and you literally will feel it, right? This is something that's also part of healing. When you have different things that are uh, bothering, I'm not going to say wrong, right? But when you have different things that are bothering you in your body, you can breathe through them. You can cleanse yourself through them. You can do all kinds of stuff through the breath, right? Because
Mhm.
the energy as it builds up in our bodies, and here I'm gonna not take up all this time doing that because I get really geeky over it. I love my healing part. Um, but there's so much that you can do that's at your fingertips, right? That people
Yeah.
don't realize. And I'm not going to
Mhm.
say don't go to your doctors. Please go to your doctors. But there's so much that you can do to aid yourself,
Yeah.
even
Mhm.
before you start to get ill, when you
Right.
are ill, and to help the doctors help you.
Mhm.
But yes, Nikki, I had a vision of you looking the toroidal field. I actually could see you thinking that. It was like popped up here over your.
My halo.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how energy flows. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I had trouble emptying my lungs though because it made me cough.
Mhm.
So
Well,
I couldn't totally empty my lungs. But I wanted to say though that the one that we did about the Divine Mother, when I
Mhm.
put hands on my chest, they got extremely warm. I mean, like
Mm.
hot. They actually got hot, and I could
Mm.
feel that going through my body. That was really cool.
Mhm.
you're
Thank you.
very close to the Divine Mother, though, Laura. And that's something I know through the talk with that and like your angels and
Mhm.
stuff. That is another avenue, though, for you with healing. So bringing the Divine Mother in, like we talk about different types of energy that we work with, right? There's the universal energy we work with Reiki, right? But there is divine energy that we work with when you're working with your guides and with deity like the Divine Mother, that divine feminine energy. So that's another avenue of healing. And because you have issues with your lungs, right? You don't have to, and that's why I said it has to be um, comfortable for you when you do meditation. If you can't completely empty your lungs, then don't, because that's uncomfortable, right?
I
There's
did
other ways that you can breathe.
one of those last coughing fit. So, but it
Oh,
did help. I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Yeah, same here. Good job, Katrina.
Thank you. Thank you.
We
Yeah,
love you.
Katrina, thank you so much. I know everybody else has said it, but I just want a moment to say it as well. I feel like I want to and need to extend that gratitude for the reminder of what's slowing down.
Mhm.
Yes.
Slowing down, right? Because we're always so fast running here and there and there.
Yeah.
I I'm guilty of the exact same thing. And it's not until I slow down, it's just like, oh, sometimes I slow down so much now I don't want to do anything else. And I'm just like, my phone is like, do not disturb.
Mm.
The only way I get things done because we pack too many things in our lives, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
slowing down is part of self-care for ourselves.
Another
Definitely.
another thing I was able to do with your just the centering and the slowing down and absorbing the Divine Mother. I was able to send that to my son who's suffering, and I didn't really know it. I kind of sensed it, but I didn't know it until we had a conversation last night. So it's like my way of throwing energy his way and enveloping
Mhm.
him in the unconditional love.
Right.
Thank you for that.
Oh, that's amazing. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll do a Twin Hearts meditation or something like that.
exactly.
And
That would
that's
be perfect.
right. I
Mhm.
love those
Yes.
where we send, but so you send it to your son,
Yep.
knowing that you send it to your son, you can send it to, well, if you're Reiki, you already know you can send it to past, you can send it present, you can send it to your ancestors or your guides
Mhm.
or your deities as well, different parts of the world. Just know, here's the thing, if you've never sent energy to the Divine Mother, I didn't even say Gaia. I left her out. Oh my gosh, um, her.
No,
It's just
you didn't.
mine, and it's so funny. She's one of my big ones too. Um, you actually get something back reflected, and that's to me is just like, man,
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot Gaia.
Mhm.
We put her
You
in there
didn't.
for you.
You didn't forget her. You thought you did, but you didn't really.
You know what? You're right. I'm not gonna. Thank you for that. I love you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah. We love you too.
And my cat sat and listened with her ears perked up through the whole meditation. She did
Oh, how
not
sweet.
leave the spot until you stop the breath thing, and then she goes off and she's whining to her father about something. But she just sat here like, oh, this is cool. I like this.
Yeah.
They always recognize the energy work, and I love that. I actually have to lock my cat out of my room, or she'll be all over me. I think you guys have seen it before. She's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're so receptive to that. I absolutely love that.
So going
Yeah.
back to the twin hearts, I wanted to share the visual on that. And I love this graphic. It's a After Effects from Photoshop. But basically you're taking
Oh,
in the energy through your crown
Mhm.
and sending
yep,
it through your hands to the earth or any other thing or person or animal or whatever.
right.
And this is how we send
Mm-hmm.
group healings to the earth, to others. I just
I
always
love
love this.
I like that.
I love the part of that very, very much.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm,
Oh yeah, it's you take it in and it goes through the
yep,
hand, but it's also through the heart.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
right.
but I love when we started doing that. I think I don't know if I mentioned that to you guys. Like I started practicing with Buddhist monks who showed me how to do like meditation and stuff. And that's how we got into like twin hearts and everything. And the way we would do it, we would start like you can start here. The energy is here in your, say, your room, right? And now it's in your house or like whatever way you do it. From your house, it might be your street,
Yeah.
your city, maybe your state, maybe it's the country, and then eventually it's over the earth. Or if you have a statue or you think of the globe or whatever, you can, it's whatever way you visualize it.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, it would be amazing for us as a ministry to, maybe we send healing just every so often to where it's needed,
Hmm.
right? We can,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't have to be
Yeah,
long, go short meditation. Like that idea.
yeah.
Yes.
Could be pretty
I'm down for
powerful,
that,
actually.
sister. I'm down for that.
Yeah,
I
that could
remember
be
a
some
I
powerful stuff right there.
I remember a time when we had a conference here in Rhode Island. I don't know if Paula, you were there. I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone else was, but there was a tornado or a hurricane heading towards Texas,
Hmm.
and Bishop Manny had us all do a group prayer to change the direction of that hurricane, and it did.
Yeah.
It,
Hmm.
It did change direction.
and it caused a lot less destruction than it
Yeah,
would have
yep,
if it had stayed on its
had enough.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
And
Wonderful.
I would like to ask for prayers for my daughter too. I forgot to do that in the
yeah,
beginning. She
yeah.
Absolutely.
she has a vaginal infection that just won't go away.
Laura.
Oh.
She tried everything.
I know. I
That
saw.
Laura,
just
don't say that.
It's part of our body. It's
I
perfectly
know.
normal.
I know. I feel.
I know
I.
she'd be like, Mom, just say I need, just send me
It's
healing.
okay. She's just being. She's
just
just being real. That's my friend. That's why I love her.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
that's what's hurting her.
And
And Charlie, how's your bronchitis? Is it healing?
Well, during the breath exercise, I loved it because I did the healing exercise.
Yeah.
nice. Hi,
And
Charlie.
what I exhaled was illness.
Good.
Yeah,
Nice.
so that worked fine.
Yep.
Now I'm doing well, thank you.
Good.
I'm
Good to
going
see
to
you.
a memorial service for a friend that lived to over 100. So,
Wow.
Oh, God bless.
yeah.
Wow.
Congrats. Over 100.
Mm.
Wow.
That's amazing.
that is amazing.
Well, and I'm getting so much on sound healings and sound therapy and all of these things. And it's like, let's figure out how to connect the dots because water is a vessel that even augments that sound delivery. I think, Laura, you were talking about the bowls underwater kind of thing. And
Yeah. And
Catrina, I know.
I just bought a 128 megahertz tuning fork. I
Uh-huh.
don't seen them advertised, but they're amazing. You
Okay.
put it on your head, you can put it you can put it anywhere on your body,
Wow.
and you can feel that vibration. It goes right in. And I've been doing it on my chest and on my head and on my sinuses.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
breaks up a lot of stagnant energy, but you have to
Yep.
drink water, Laura, or you're
I
gonna
A
it's gonna
lot of
push it
water.
drink a
somewhere
lot
else.
of water. I'm
Okay.
drinking a lot of water and a lot of tea.
You
Good.
have to do massage too as you do that to help coax it out, right?
Yeah,
I'm telling you in particular, you have to do that because it's still sitting.
I can't bring it up though for some reason.
It's
It just comes
Yeah,
out.
you have to massage it to help break it up.
Yeah, I know
Mhm.
someone else that was a sound healer. She used to bang me on the back to break it up.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have anybody here to do that. I can't do it to myself.
You'll soon have a kitty who can do the paw kneading.
Mm.
Did you
There
get
you
her?
go.
I miss her
Not
so.
yet.
Not yet.
Used to lay on my chest and purr. Oh my God, that was so healing.
But Sammy can take that place.
I
Yeah.
hope,
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
I
is
hope
true.
so. I hope to meet this week.
Good.
Laura, do you remember me telling you that another kitty was coming into your life soon? And you was like, I don't know if I'm ready. And I was like, well, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just telling you.
Yeah.
But
She's been guided to this cat in every way. Oh my Lord.
But
Yeah.
I
So
keep
many
I
signs.
remove further and further away, though. I don't know what that's all about.
Timing, divine timing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope to go to see her this coming week. Katrina, she's the same age. She has one whisker, just like baby
It's
did.
white.
She
It's
has that
crazy.
scratch on her chest. And amazing. If you
There's
saw
so many signs, right?
I was going to say, there's no coincidences.
Exactly. That's what I say. I'm
Okay.
with you on that.
love you, Charlie.
thanks, Charlie.
Bye.
All
Love you
right.
all.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody. Have a wonderful week.
Yeah, you too. Send you some
Blessed
healing
week.
after, Laura. Feel better.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye.